Around 9 months ago, I shamelessly promised you a Q&A, and now, one full pregnancy term later, I'm finally ready to deliver on my promise. I told you guys to ask me your burning questions, and I went through and selected some interesting ones to answer. Okay, so I'm gonna answer as many of these as I can without dragging each of them for too long, but still long enough to provide, you know, good and informative answers. If you haven't done so already, please drop a like and hit the subscribe button to help me out, which you can also do by joining my Discord server through the link in the description. I appreciate all the support you guys give me, so thank you a bunch. Anyway, I have lots of ground to cover here, so I won't delay any longer. Let's see what you guys wasted your questions on. Yes, I do. Yo, what? Like, why were there so many questions asking if I was gay? Like, I know it's hard to believe and everything, but I am straight. I'm straight, I swear to God. So I actually think both the former and current owners are really nice people, so yeah, I'm willing to support Shattered Hopes. I've heard good things about it, so I'll check it out when it comes out and maybe make a few videos on it, yeah? I don't like restricting myself to just one type of content. You know, I like making reviews, and yeah, sure, they usually perform way better, but I do still miss making those really funny gameplay videos, so do expect them to return in some capacity. Oh boy, here we go. So yeah, I used to be a Doors YouTuber before I switched to all this asymmetrical content. Yeah, I promised I would, and I promise that I'm still sticking to my word, but it would take a huge content drop, like floor 3, just to get me hooked again. Otherwise, I just don't really care. I'm sorry, the game has pretty much run its course, and it's just not that fun or rewarding for me as a creator anymore, either. There is one game, like Doors, that I've taken interest in recently, so we'll see what happens. Well, my favorite game is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. If you've ever played that, it's a peak fiction. But I also like, wow, I like a lot of games actually. Minecraft, Fortnite, Cuphead, Bendy, Marvel Rivals, Outlast, Gang Beasts, Bendy, Poppy. I could come up with way more, but that's just to name a few. Bro, I mean, growing up, I knew that I wanted to start my own YouTube channel at some point, but reaching this milestone, like succeeding? Not a fucking chance, mate. I don't know how I managed to do this.
Oh, you're busting my balls here.
Oh, I don't know. That's a hard choice, actually. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go for Borderline by Tame Impala. Probably. Bro! I used to be the biggest Piggy fan in the whole world, bro. That was actually what I made my first, like, ever proper video on. The game kind of fell off for me after the first half of Book 2 wrapped up. But up until then, I loved the characters and the lore and the gameplay. I caught up with every fucking Creekcraft video. Oh, yeah! Now, those are the good times I miss. Yeah, I just don't care. You could do pretty much anything you want with my likeness or avatar, as long as it isn't, like, you know, extremely weird or illegal, for Christ's sake. Don't do that! I'm gonna be honest, I actually try to avoid thinking about it because it's just depressing, really. Like, genuinely, fuck EA! It hurts me knowing that we're probably never gonna get a game like Garden Warfare ever again. That really saddens me. You know, this is actually, like, a really good question. I'd probably go back to 2020 and explain to my past self how to actually make good videos, because keep in mind, it took me 4 years to reach just 200 subscribers, and that was in December 2023. If I actually knew what I was doing back then, if I was doing what I do now, I'd be so much bigger. I'd be I'd be way bigger right now. I don't want to give like stupid or indirect answers. I like a lot of music, so it's hard to properly answer this, but I'll have to say that some of my favorite artists have to be Arctic Monkeys, Tyler the Creator, Lady Gaga, and TV Girl. That's just to name a few, of course. What I'll do, right? I'll link my main Spotify playlist in the description if you guys want to see what I actually typically listen to and laugh at me, probably. Okay, let's see. Right, okay. My favorite meal is chicken tikka masala with naan bread. Here's what that looks like, by the way. Oh, fuck. Doesn't that just turn you on? Here's actually a fun fact about me. I fucking despise cheese. I've just refused to eat it since I was like 5. I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm not allergic. I just don't like it. I mean, maybe if I were to eat it today, I would like it, but I just can't bring myself to for some reason. I just don't like it. But my actual answer is
Applewood smoked.
Now, this is a really interesting question. Thank you for asking me this. Not to discredit all the other ones before or anything, but I guess before I wanted to keep my voice disguised for like privacy reasons, and then I realized how mentally deficient that was. You know, as I started doing more live streams, I realized it was just a waste of time and energy to not use my actual voice, so I stopped putting on a fake accent after that. I'm completely fine with my voice and accent. It's pretty versatile. I quite like it, in my opinion. I think you guys do too. My only worry is that you guys literally can't understand what I'm saying sometimes, but I don't know. That might just be me. Bro, every time we try to collab, the plans just like fall through or get messed up. I would love to do more collabs with people in general and like appear on more channels and everything and have more people feature in my videos, but it just seems like I'm really shit at preparing for them. I don't know. Honestly, probably never. I mean, if my face were to get leaked somehow, I honestly just wouldn't care that much. I don't really get the stigma around face reveals. I just prefer my privacy, you know? I'm literally just a very normal looking white guy, and that is all there is to me. I've said it before, like, if you were to see, like, if I were to be walking in a crowd near you and I was like talking or something, you wouldn't know it's me, because I'm just very normal. I'm just very typical. Thoughts on Pillar Chase 2 Recode? Haven't played it myself. I was going to, but now I'm just gonna wait for release. It's practically a new game, right? Like, it's completely different. I am excited to try it, but I am a bit worried that I won't like the new direction it's going in, and I'll be really, really upset if it's disappointing to me. Well, since we're on the topic, it is actually Pillar Chase. And that's not me saying it's the best one or anything, it's just my personal favorite. And it did do a lot for the current asym trend. The only other contender right now is probably Pwned by 2 o'clock. I still don't even know how you say it, 1400 or whatever. Pwned for me is just a very charming game. And even though its balancing really, really pisses me off sometimes, I can still have a lot of fun on it with my friends.
Just keep running.
What if we just like...
He can detect us.
Okay. Yeah, right there.
Through me! Just goes through him! Just goes through him! Just goes through him! Literally just goes through him! Just so
Well, I had 3 dogs, and then they all died. They all died. Allegedly.
So I started off thinking that a Sonic.exe album would be ridiculous, and then I actually listened to it, and I was like, wow, I think I'm gonna come. Anyway, my favorite songs are Runaway and Miss the Quiet. Okay, my user is inspired by my surname, the numbers are from an old Xbox gamer tag, and my avatar is pretty much just me in a purple suit. This is what it looked like originally back in 2020. Yeah, it's just me, bro. However, what I can tell you is that I wear these glasses because epic used to be my favorite word during lockdown. Like, I literally just would not stop saying it. You know, I don't say epic anymore, but the glasses are still plastered onto my face for some reason, and I'm not taking them away. I plan on being a computer scientist or software engineer or developer or something, you know, somewhere along that lane. YouTube isn't ever gonna be a career. Let me just make that as clear as possible. I do this as a hobby, for fun, okay? Over the last 6 months, I've seen, like, a surprising number of people asking if I'm a voice actor. Well, I haven't been until about a week ago, because I'm now the voice of the killer Lesus in The Lost Tales, which is a myth-based Roblox asym. I haven't done anything for that yet, but, I don't know, it sounds pretty fun, to be honest, and I'd 100% do it if people offered me roles that actually can suit my personality and voice, you know? How stupid would I sound if I were to say the Kung Fu Panda movies? Specifically the second one. I do kind of regret not bothering to make a Mega Hunt video, especially with it being so good compared to everything that came after it. But, you know, there were a number of different factors that were stopping me. Number one, it wouldn't perform well because of timing and general interest. 2, there was way too much content to cover if I were to do a full, like, movie-style thing on it. And 3, I was depressed as fuck during that time. So, you see the issue? If Floor 3 drops next week, yes. Spontaneous. Huh? Oh, the creeper turns me on! Outcome memories. Probably not. I was gonna make a video on it, but after I played the update, I just sort of realized, wow, this game is shite. Like, wow, why did I defend this game at all? They both look incredible so far. I'm excited for both of those games to come out, but if they release while I'm on break, then I just won't be able to make videos on them for a while, which is a shame, obviously, but, you know, can't really be helped. Mate, it's a slippery slope, isn't it? I don't blame people for wanting to play the game. Hell, even I hop on from time to time. Very rarely these days, but, like, it's still a good game for the most part. It's just unfortunate how much of a disgrace the fucking management team is. No, I don't despise the people who play it, whether they're aware or not. My favorite killer is Kildroid, and my favorite card is Banana, because it's funny. I'm 18 years old, by the way.
I just want to give a huge round of applause to Football Fusion 2 for being, hands down, undebatably, the worst class in the entire hunt. This one took me fucking I'm taking shits.
To look better in this game. Second of all,
It doesn't sound like it would be that difficult, but it is almost impossible. Because these players, and that brings me on to the third point. These players
are horrible. They are all toxic little bastards, and they will not throw the ball to you.
Ours. See how fucking desperate I am.
because I'm literally on the edge.
Fuck this game. I never want to play it ever again.
God damn, it's you again. I fucking hate bananas.
I guess the only piece of advice I can really give you is to just be yourself, really. I mean, if you can do that and you have a little bit of luck, then you might actually have a chance on YouTube. It is very luck-based, so, you know, beware. Good question. I haven't thought about it, because the asym genre is probably not gonna die out for a long time. In fact, it's actually gonna get bigger this year. But when it does, I'll probably find something else that both benefits me and I enjoy. Either that, or I'll start doing variety, like Flamingo, but I would need a bigger audience to, like, sustain that. To sustain that, probably. I owe all of it to Stampy, who I imitated while having my own Minecraft adventures whenever I was like 7. I didn't actually record anything, I just talked to myself in an English accent like a complete lunatic. No. Now fuck off. And that's me finished! If you made it to the end, thank you very, very much for watching. I also want to give a big thank you to everyone who sent me questions, whether I ended up answering them here or not. You know, I wanted to do more, but at the same time, I'm also a fucking lazy bastard. I'm glad that's over and dealt with, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll do another one. You're gonna have to wait another, like, 10 years, probably, but... yeah, I should probably thank you again for helping me reach 20,000 subscribers. I appreciate it more than you know. The support on these stupid videos has just been insane lately. I am so grateful. Anyway, I'm gonna go and do something better in my life now, instead of answering your questions. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and, yeah. Bye-bye!